And I'm actually going to get right into it. And you really want to know how. You know, how can I blaze my own path? How can I be successful? How can I follow the path that someone else has laid for me to be successful?
Sitting on.
Alright, y'all, this is Aziza Nubia, and I am back with another amazing season and another amazing episode of Hustle and Motivate, brought to you by the Black Travel Guide and Uncle Nearest. If you haven't already, make sure you download the Cincy Black Travel app, the Black Travel Guide, and book your trips. We are helping you navigate from city to city, the places that you need to be on. So make sure you visit www.theblacktravelguide.com, and don't forget to get your Uncle Nearest. Tell them Aziza sent you. And I'm excited today for our guests that we have coming on. I'm super excited. So if you're in Cincinnati, I know you have heard about All-In Cincinnati and all of the amazing things that they do in this city. And I am here with the boss in charge, the executive director and visionary behind All-In Cincinnati, Denisha Porter. How are you doing today?
I am doing well. I was just walking in and saying it's absolutely gorgeous today. It lifted my spirits. I love when we have sunny days in Cincinnati.
Yeah. I love the sunny, but I just want the warm to match it. Once we get that, we're really in good shape. But I'm excited to have you on here today because you have done some amazing work we'll try to highlight. But we're here to talk about this amazing premiere that's out today. That's out today. Shirley Chisholm.
Yes.
I said her name right. Okay.
You did.
All right. I had to practice that, because I remember her face through history books and things of that nature. But then when you look at her last name, it doesn't look like what it sounds like. So
I can get that. Yeah.
I had to practice that, but I am so excited just to dive into just how did All-In Cincinnati become a part of this amazing project. But before, tell us a little bit about All-In Cincinnati and what you guys do.
Okay, definitely. So All-In Cincinnati is a racial equity coalition. And the whole idea is to advance Black women in Hamilton County. And we do that by dismantling racial inequities in our 5 priority areas.
Okay.
So that's health, housing, education, economic mobility, and justice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And we have 3 pillars that we funnel all of our work through. So that's truth, racial healing, and transformation. And truth is just all about education, storytelling, narrating Hamilton County from the perspective of Black women.
Okay.
Racial healing is bringing people together in a room to have those tough and bold conversations around race and systemic racism, and to really get to the heart of the matter. And then transformation is really working with our policy leaders, so working with county commissioners, the mayor, and city council members to make policy changes that uplift and advance Black women.
I think they're super awesome. You guys do a lot.
We do a lot. We're a small team. I like to shout out my team too.
Of course.
So we have Rebecca Smith. She is my admin.
Okay.
We have Courtney, she just got hired. She is our Director of Communications and Community Engagement. And then we have Tiffany George. She is our Program Manager. So she makes policy changes as it relates to community health workers. And then we do have a consultant on the side, and her name's Megan March, and she helps with our fundraising and grant writing.
That's awesome. And it's definitely a need for something like this.
It is a need. It's been a need for a long time. Yeah.
So as far as like this was something that you conceptualized, or you just took over that someone else put together?
So it was actually the brainchild of several of our core team members.
Okay.
So with all the work that we do, we completed about 90% of our 5-year strategic plan in 4 years.
Okay.
And it has like over 40 strategies in that strategic plan. And we've completed most of them. But it really came from them. So it started with several people going to a Policy Link conference.
Okay.
And they just were blown away about all that they heard as it related to racial equity. At that time, it was an initiative called All-In City. so they wanted to be a part of that initiative. So the core team members came back, and it was mainly from 3 funding organizations: Greater Cincinnati Foundation, Interact for Health, and then United Way. They all came back. They hired Policy Link. Policy Link created a report, and it was based on all this feedback from policymakers and from community members. And it just really highlighted the need to address racial equity, and that we can bring in over $10 million if we really got it right into this region. Like, it really would increase prosperity, economic prosperity for everybody. And so they did the community needs assessment, created the report in 2018, and then I was hired to move the work forward in 2019. So it was not my brainchild, but it has been my pleasure and honor to serve in this capacity and really work along amazing people who are brilliant, who can think outside the box. When I originally, so I came from the Cincinnati Health Department, and I had a coalition there. And we had about 100 members, and about 50 of them attended regularly, monthly. And we were able to make over 400 specific policy systems and environmental changes, location specific. And so it was all about health equity. So I knew I could do it again because I had built out the framework. I had done that for like 10 years. But when it was added, like in addition to health equity, I was going to be doing housing and economic mobility and education and justice. I was like, this is going to be a lot. And a lot of people told me, like, I don't know if you can, if this can be, not that you can't pull it off, but I don't know many people that could possibly pull this off. And I just say it's really been the core team that's been behind me the entire time. The community members just really pushing to make a reality of that All-In Cincinnati report and the strategic plan that came to follow.
That is awesome. That is definitely a chunk of work to do. But you guys are doing an amazing job.
Oh,
you guys have been a part of a lot of things.
Yeah, I can't count.
You were a part of a lot of stuff that's happening in Cincinnati.
I do my best. I love work. I love people, and I love having a good time and working with good people. So yeah, if it's a good initiative, then I like just adding my flair, or bringing something good to it, and leading different things too.
Yeah, exactly. I get it. So on top of doing a lot of things in Cincinnati, today is the premiere of Shirley Chisholm.
Yes.
And All-In Cincinnati. You had a hand in this film.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I actually am in the film.
Okay. Movie debut.
Yes.
Okay.
So I was an extra in the film, and I worked as one of her aides. But I just want to start by saying, because I always think about the person first, Regina and Regina King. When I tell you, they are such beautiful people with beautiful souls. Like, I didn't even imagine even being an extra, like, near them in scenes. But just having them there, Regina was so nice. Like, I remember one of the scenes cut, and you know me, when I think about something, I say it out loud, and I was like, beautiful. And she was like, you really think so? I'm like, yes, sir.
Oh, that's what's up.
Like, yes, I do. You could just tell she was taking great care to make sure she told the story of Shirley in a magnificent way. And she was just, like I said, like, good people is what moves me. And she is a really good person, just really open. We had a couple of conversations on set, like in between takes. And I remember the first time, like, she came over and she reached out to me and introduced herself to me, and I was like, oh,
wow. Like, oh, okay.
Yes. And it was, it's just been, it was a wonderful, wonderful experience. Yeah.
That's awesome. So, okay, I was not expecting to hear that you are a part of the film. So I know I will be excited when I watch it later on today. Make sure Netflix, that's where they catch it at,
Yes,
right? So make sure you guys watch it and you screenshot Denisha when you see her tagging all Cincinnati, because we everywhere. Cincinnati is amazing.
I love it. You gonna know I got the same hairstyle.
Okay. Same hairstyle.
I
That's
do.
awesome. So was the film shot here in Cincinnati, or you guys had to
Yeah,
travel?
no, I didn't have to travel. The film was shot here, and it was so funny. They ask you to submit a photo,
Yeah.
and I submitted a photo because I wear my hair like this, just like this, and then you come in and they tell you different options, and I was like, can I just wear this? And they were like, yeah.
This is perfect. That's perfect. But this film did back like the 70s, am I correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
the
So
1970s.
yeah, it's funny how the styles today are kind of like interchangeable during the time. So that's awesome.
They keep coming back around.
Yes. So you guys had a private screening here.
We did.
Tell me how that went.
Oh, it was beautiful. So I was able to see the movie in its entirety, and so that's how I know I was in it. I wasn't sure because they cut scenes, so you're not quite sure if you made the movie.
Yeah.
And so I was just it just brought back like butterflies of being there, because I've never had like any experience working in the industry or anything like that, and it wasn't even on my radar. It was actually something that one of my mentors just was like, you should just go and do it.
Wow.
And so in my mind I was thinking like, I have no experience in doing this, like I'm gonna fill out the application, but this okay. And so I filled it out and I sent it in, and they called me and was like, yeah, you should be in there. Yeah.
That's super awesome.
Yeah.
So was the role happened first, and then you brought in All Cincinnati to take part, or it was kind of vice versa?
No, so the role happened first.
Okay.
And then I brought in All in Cincinnati, partnered with Kristen with Film Cincinnati. Kristen is amazing. Huge shout out to her for really making this happen. I pitched it to her, and she was able to like pitch it and move it forward with Netflix. And I really, you know me, I love giving flowers to people.
Yeah.
So I love uplifting people when they do good work. And so when I was a part of that, and I could just feel like her genuineness, her authenticity, I was like, if I can do anything for her to celebrate her, our tag, our theme for the past 3 years has been honor, celebrate, and love Black women.
Yes.
So I wanted to honor, celebrate, and love Regina and Regina King.
Awesome.
And so, so that's how All-In Cincinnati was able to be a partner with hosting that premiere event. GCF was the sponsor for it, and then, like I said, Kristen moved mountains to make it happen. She really did.
I love it, especially the film scene in Cincinnati is growing. I know Sylvester Stallone was just here with the movie, and the tax credits that our city gives for movies, we can definitely see way more big motion picture films taking place here. So that's very exciting.
Very exciting. So shout out to the mayor for doing that and championing all that, because it's been great to have. And they bring in money to the region when they're here, and so that's another big part of All in Cincinnati. And in the movie, you'll see Regina or as Shirley talk about like making a certain amount of money, and that really hits home to me, because All in Cincinnati is really about putting Black women in places where they can make the most amount of money that they can. So it's about looking at those 5 priority areas, but in a way that can provide economic prosperity long term for Black women and build generational wealth. And so when she says that number in 1970, in 2024, Black women still aren't making that number.
Yeah.
And that's the key.
Yeah.
That's huge. And that's where I really want to call on everybody who can be a part. I mean, you don't necessarily have to be a part of All in Cincinnati, although I would love you to be coalition members. But I do believe in everybody having their purpose. So whatever your purpose is in racial equity work, I really want you to step up and move to that place so we really can make change in Cincinnati County.
Wow, and I think that's awesome, and it's so full circle because you're running a coalition that, and making sure that we have equity as Black women, and then you're in a film about the first Black woman to run for presidency, the first Black woman who was ever in Congress, by the way. I think that's just super full circle to just show. Just how far we've come as women and how much further we gotta go because we still, like you said, the same issues from the 70s, we still haven't had those wage gaps closed in this 2024. So
right, and that's why I just feel like it's gonna take everybody. And so although All-In Cincinnati focuses on Black women, we have all different types of people in our coalition. So all races, all genders, everything. And again, it's really about fulfilling your purpose.
Right, because it takes, and I tell people this all the time, when you hear a thing that's Black this or Black that, we're not excluding, because we need all of us
We do.
to help make it better for us all. But we just got to champion for ourselves, because if we don't, who will?
Who will?
Exactly.
I
think that's awesome. So, okay, I know the movie's coming out. We're not trying to put out spoilers, but tell us one of your favorite parts. You don't have to give the whole thing, but what is a good part besides seeing yourself in the film? But something that you just feel was really impactful that we should be looking out for or seeing or something like that.
I think what's truly impactful in the movie is you'll actually see other people in the movie that are here who are policymakers too.
Okay.
So you'll see the city managers in there. Vice Mayor Kearney is in there too. And so, and even at the premiere, the mayor gave Regina King a proclamation, and he mentioned how Black women, for the first time, are really leading Cincinnati, Hamilton County. He called up there, all the city council members and our commission president, Alicia Reese, and highlighted them and talked about how Black women, for the first time, are really leading. And so to me, it was just kind of like you said, full circle, seeing them in the movie, but then also I could see them every day in real life, taking up the challenge and doing their best.
Wow, yes. I could say easily about 10, 15 years, it's probably going to be an Alicia Reese movie. A Jan Michelle movie. Assistant manager movie, because those women, they make history and they do a lot of great things for our city.
They do, and you just don't even know how much they do behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And that's the key. You don't know, and the weight and the burden that they carry to do that work. I think a lot of times people see the smiles, but they don't see the tears and the sweat and all of that comes with the smiles.
Yeah, and they got to stick to their guns and hold their place and not be pushovers. And they really, that's one thing, because I'm not a big political, even though I hang in those circles, but I'm not a big political fan. But when I see actual politicians who actually care about the citizens and care about the work, who care about the organizations, it makes you feel okay.
Yeah,
we got some hope. it's not all the craziness. We got some good people out here.
Yeah, I love that you said Commission President Alicia Reese saw her movie. Yeah, because she did one for her dad. So
okay. Yeah. I know I'm definitely gonna be at that premiere. I can definitely see that, because I know she has so many more things to accomplish on top of the amazing things she's done.
Yes.
So definitely. I'm excited. So hey, I put it out there.
And I second it.
Yes. So we're gonna work on that. So tell me, what are some things that we can be expecting from All-In Cincinnati?
Ooh, so All-In Cincinnati, like I said, we completed 90% of our strategic plan. So all this year, we're really going to be working on creating our next 5-year strategic plan.
Awesome.
So I'm going to need help from everybody to create that vision of what Hamilton County could look like in 5 more years. And really just creating that the opportunity, like I said, for Black women to make more money in different areas. I love that you have created what you're doing right now with Cincy Black Travel. Like, we didn't have this. Like, I know. I know. But you make it look good.
Hey, I'll take it.
But just like really, just really pushing the envelope, making sure that Black women are any and everywhere that we can possibly be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what we have on the horizon. Specifically, and if anybody out there can help me with this, we're looking to create a housing appraiser pipeline for Black women.
Okay.
So there's not that many housing appraisers that are Black women, and we feel like it can play twofold. Number one, it is a great salary, right? So you can make a great salary as a housing appraiser, but also it can really help us when we're trying to sell our homes to make sure that we get top dollar when we sell our homes.
Yeah.
So that's one strategy that we're working on currently.
Oh, that's awesome. I know the whole city's been working on really changing the housing initiatives and dealing with the housing crisis, and I commend it because it's been crazy.
It's been hard.
It's been very hard.
And it's hard nationally, and so everybody's trying to figure out, like, what's the sweet spot? Like, where can you make the biggest impact? And so, we just need more minds. And we need, another big thing of mine is I always like to champion local talent. So really spotlighting all the things that we're capable of doing. And so,
Okay. I love it. So where can we find more information about All-In Cincinnati?
So you can go to our website, allincincinnati.org. Feel free to reach out to us on any of our social media platforms. So that's Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. And you can call me if you have my number. It's been the same number for about 20 years. So most of Cincinnati has it. So feel free to reach out to me. Or you can call my office number, which is 513-768-6141.
I think that is amazing. So make sure y'all tap in with All-In Cincinnati. And for those who want to join the coalition, they just go to the website and it'll a form they'll fill out.
So just go to the website. It says join the coalition, and you just hit that. You send an email saying that you want to be a part of the coalition, and then we'll add you to the listserv.
Yeah, I'm telling you guys, take up on it, because on top of all the amazing things that she is speaking on, they have cohorts. They partner with a lot of organizations. I was on Bengals Nation.
Yeah, she did a great job.
You know, they really, I'm telling you, if you are a female Black woman, either business, career, or whatever, join this coalition. And not just for Black women, everybody, but there are definitely a lot of amazing perks and things that can definitely help you advance.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Denisha, for tuning in. Make sure you guys go check out Shirley Chisholm on Netflix. It's out today. Make sure y'all screenshot Denisha when y'all see her. Let me see. I want to be able to see it. I'm going to share them too. And screenshot all of our other policymakers who are also cameoed in the film. I can't wait. That's going to be our movie night tonight.
Yes.
With me and the kids. They may not like it because it's history, but I'm like, y'all going to sit down and watch it.
They don't love it because
anyway.
she makes it so, like, funny. Even though it's heavy, it's funny too. So they're going to love it. Don't even worry about it.
Okay, yeah, so that's what we're doing tonight. I hope you guys are doing the same. But thank you so much, Denisha, for taking the time to do this interview. If you haven't already, make sure you download the Black Travel Guide. Check out Cincy Black Travel app. Book your trips. Find out what's happening in the city. And when you want a cocktail to relax, just get you some Uncle Nearest. Thank you guys for watching. But until next time, peace.